That boy DeAndre Ayton getting that money, chat. He don't even know how to act. This nigga got a new chain on every time they interview him. Chat. Chat. I'ma say this, bro. But there is no way. Like, come on, bro. Like, how am I watching a ASAP Rocky interview and me and this nigga ASAP Rocky talking familiar? Like, we saying some of the same stuff. What's going on, bro? Like, there's no way my little live streams is reaching important people like this, bro. Like, hold on, bro. Like, I'm not like, cause this is really getting crazy, chat. Like, this is really getting a little crazy. And it's not like, nah. It's not really registering. Excuse me, Butch, but hold on. Let me get up so I can talk to these folks real quick. I know y'all. Okay. Chat, I can't even remember what this nigga just said. Oh, he say, first of all, I'm trying my best not to listen to this Baby album. Cause that mean if I listen to the Baby album, then that mean I gotta listen to Wiz Khalifa album. If I listen to Wiz Khalifa album, then that mean I gotta go listen to Sofago album. If I listen to Sofago album, that mean I gotta go check out what Bear One Boss been doing. You see how, like, and it's like God don't want me to do that. I know God don't want me to do that. So, like, I'm trying not to listen to the Baby album, but it's like everything else is trying to point me towards, you need to just go listen to it one time. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, Like, why am I watching ASAP Rocky interview, gang? And this nigga mentions the Baby. What is going, like, the stars can't be aligned this well, bro. Who's watching my lives, nigga? And why the freak am I listening to this ASAP Rocky interview and this nigga say the same thing I said? Come on, bro. What's going on, man? Like, let me tell y'all what he say. He say, and shout out to old buddy. I remember dude. I can't remember his name, but I remember dude. He used to be, I think he was like part of the Black Eyed Peas or something. I'm watching an interview. Dude asked ASAP Rocky, what's the last lie you told or what's the best lie you told? Chat, tell me why this nigga ASAP Rocky say, bro, I try not to lie too much because I don't lie to God. I don't lie to my girl. And then he say, what he say? Don't let me forget. Hold on. He pretty much say like, you know what? I don't try to lie too much these days because it's like, you feel me? When you tell the truth and you be real about it and you own what the truth is, niggas can't really pull your card. I said that. So you mean to tell me, nigga, me and ASAP Rocky got the same brain cells, nigga? I don't know what's going on, chat, but like, I can't even say the stars is aligned, nigga, because Jesus Christ made the stars. So me trying to blame this certain type of stuff on the stars being aligned the right way, I feel like that's disrespectful to Jesus Christ. So like, Jesus Christ, what are you trying to tell me, bro? Are you trying to tell me a nigga making noise like that Cause what the freak, dude? Like, why do I sound like a ASAP Rocky tape recorder, bro? Why do I sound like a ASAP Rocky tape? There's no way ASAP, like, what's going on, bro? Jesus Christ, is you trying to tell me ASAP Rocky done seen one of my lives or something, bro? Cause how the freak is we thinking this much alike, bro? I literally said on one of my lives, I'm pretty sure I said it more than one time too, dog. I know for a fact I said more than one time, ASAP Rocky, what's good, nigga? I know I remember telling y'all on a few lives, like, bro, I'm into telling the truth because real power comes from telling the truth and people still rocking with you. I said that. And then I said, you know, when you tell the truth about stuff and you be authentically yourself, niggas can't pull your card. ASAP Rocky just said the same thing as I... Bro! Nigga, ASAP Rocky just said the same thing. And it's like, how, bruh? Or is this just popping up like this because I was sitting here talking about the whole ASAP mob yesterday or a couple days ago? You know what I'm saying? Is it because I be saying stuff like, I know ASAP 12, like me and ASAP 12 done like, you feel me, chopped it up in the DM a few times? I thought I was in ASAP 12 Discord, by the way. I need to go check that. I don't know what happened. I need to check it right now. Let's check it right now. But I was in this nigga Discord, unless he like deleted it or something. This nigga either deleted the Discord or I got kicked out or something because I wasn't active. But like I barely be active. You know what I'm saying? In the Discords I'm in right now. So if I got kicked out of your Discord, ASAP 12, you forgive me, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you still my nigga, dog. ASAP 12 is the first ASAP member, bro. That like, you know what I'm saying, show love to a nigga. So I gotta go ahead and put that out there. Yeah, I think I got kicked out of ASAP 12 Discord. But I was in there. I was definitely in there. But everybody be getting... Listen, y'all, I'm only one person. Everybody be getting mad at... I be feeling like everybody be getting mad at me for not, like... You feel me? I'm trying to be successful too, y'all. I feel like... I ain't gonna call nobody out, but... Folk be getting mad at me, bro. For, like, not... You know what I'm saying? For not being, like, you feel me? Consistent or just like a regular everyday. And it's just like, bro, I'm finna just stop. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna just be supporting and niggas don't even know I'm supporting. You know what I'm saying? Because that's too much responsibility for me. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. That's too much responsibility for me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like if I come in somebody chat or somebody live that I'm watching, you feel me? I'm not an everyday watcher, bro. Jesus Christ is the most important person. Jesus Christ and my mama, and you feel me? Me and my pops working on it. You feel me? But like, I really been talking to my pops every day, so that's kind of dope, man. Shout out to God, cause that's definitely on my prayer list. You know what I'm saying, but you feel me? The only person that I have to absolutely be consistent with is Jesus Christ, my mama, and my pops. You feel me? Outside of that, like, you feel me? You know what, the freak? I support everybody else for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love consistency, bro. I love people that's working. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I support everybody that I support. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Folk be putting too much pressure on a nigga, man. You feel me? When you expect me to, like, you feel me? Be present, like, 24/7, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be feeling like people be getting mad at me if I stop through a live and dip out real quick and come back. That's too much for me, bro. Like, I got a lot on my brain, gang. You feel me? Like, oh, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still hustling with no job. You feel me? Like, if y'all, like, I got a lot on my plate, chat. So it's like, please don't nobody put no responsibility on me. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Because I'm going to let you down. Okay? And I don't like letting people down. So, like, you feel me? Let me just, I'm going to just support niggas, and niggas ain't even going to know I'm supporting. You know what I'm saying? Because when I let niggas know I'm supporting, unless it's just somebody that, like, is a big figure and they could care less if I'm supporting them or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, that really be stressing me out. Like, you feel me? Like, one of my homies made me feel bad for, like, stopping through they live, and then, like, the next day I was there. You know what I'm saying? I liked the live, but, like, I've been noticing, bro, folk be getting mad at me, bro, for, like, you know what I'm saying, stopping through a live at one point and not stopping through, you know what I'm saying, like, the same way the next time. And it's just like, bro, I be trying to think, like, do niggas get mad at other people for, like, not stopping through the live? That's like my nigga Stig, right? That's like my nigga, that's like, cause Stig used to be, shout out Stig, man. Stig, my, not my producer, but like, you know what I'm saying? Stig, he's like one of my top people that I get beats from, you know what I'm saying? So shout out Stig, man. Y'all go shot with Stig, man, on the beats, you feel me? Phenomenal young nigga, dog, you know what I mean? So y'all support that man. But that's like me getting mad at Stig for like not tuning in to every single live when I go live these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't fair to Stig. Like, Stig got a life too. Stig got dreams and stuff he chasing too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I don't get mad at Stig, who's a day one, for not tuning into my live no more, why everybody be trying to get mad at me? Like, come on, man. I'm only one nigga. You feel me? I'm only one nigga. But what up, chat? I don't read comments, so I don't know what y'all talking about. Well, I don't really read comments, so, and it's the reason why I don't read comments. I don't read comments not because I'm trying to be rude or like I be on live feeling myself. I don't read comments for my own sanity, bro, because, you know what I'm saying? You know, comments really, like, I got wild people in my community, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got wild people in my community, so I just stopped reading comments. So, you know what I mean? Unless I know who it is that's commenting, you feel me? Don't expect me to, like, don't get excited about me responding to no comment. You feel me? Because I just can't these days, bro. You feel me? Y'all's comments, bro, the stuff y'all be commenting to a nigga don't be good for a nigga mental, bro. And I gotta stay focused. And I gotta stay locked in with Jesus Christ, so, you know what I mean? I don't read comments, chat. Sincerely, I apologize to anybody that be excited for me to read their comment. I don't read comments. Teresa Weatherspoon. Angel Reese probably be popping that little coochie. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry, Angel Reese. I'm sorry. I don't even know you, Angel Reese. Let me take that back. Yo, I was watching Young Dabo and Samaya Twitch stream earlier, right? I think Young Dabo got mad at me, y'all, because I told him to take the ads off. I told Young Dabo to take the ads off of his live. But I ain't like, I don't know why he got mad. It looked like he got mad at that. Maybe he got mad at another comment, but like, Young Dabo got mad at me, bro. I feel like he got mad at me. I don't know. But I was like, Dabo, take these ads off, nigga. But it's like, that's exactly how I typed it. So it's like, I don't know why. Dabo shouldn't have got mad at that, bro. Dabo, come on, nigga. Like, Dabo, yeah, like I cussed you out, gang. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't on no tight time where, like, I was trying to embarrass bro in front of the Samaya girl, you feel me? But, like, I don't know. I kind of felt like he got pissed off a little bit. So I had to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't say it to piss bro off, so I had to dial it back a little bit. Like, I rock with Dabo, man. I ain't the type of nigga that's finna try to embarrass you in front of no shorties, man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, Samaya, she do look good. The Samaya girl do look good, but, like, the Samaya girl ain't the type of girl I would go for. She looks like, you feel me? The Samaya girl, she looks like bad news. But you look good though, shorty. I ain't gonna lie. And they made a nice little song. That joint was fire. Why do I still follow this girl? I need to unfollow her. But yeah, Dabo, you and Samaya, y'all made a smooth little song, man. I ride with it. My boy Aries live, man. Let's check out what he got going.
By the Father, but at that
give it to the Father.
It's not us that can be doing the granting, right? It's not us that can be making someone change, right?
Right.
But once they want it, once they realize that, dang, man, I can't do this life without this thing, I'm missing something. Once they come to that realization, and then they seek Jesus, and then there they will find it.
I don't think Ari is faking, y'all.
Their own time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Who this? Who this? Hey, don't gatekeep the song, Aries. Bro, don't gatekeep, nigga. Yo, bro, stop, nigga. Brian Jones Jr. Okay, for sure.
That was by that's called Vanity right there, Chess. Vanity featuring Keon Booney. Is it Booney?
Keon Booney.
But we're gonna do one more song, Chad. One more song, maybe two more. We gotta,
Keon.
You gotta get the vibes right before we start this good old word.
Keon Booney.
Man, Jesus' name.
How you? Yo, bro, are you licking the couch? Keon Booney. This nigga sound like a Christian version of Polo G. This nigga look like a Christian version of Polo G. I seen this nigga. I heard this nigga. I think my nigga Mark sent me his song before. This is the same dude?
I can't even think about my future. Christ gonna handle it. He said that no, you're not my enemy. When you bring to me,
All right, somebody tell me, bro. I'm gonna check him out. Shout out Aries, man. W Aries, man. Everybody say W Aries, chat.
What's this song called? It's called Surrender by Keon Boone.
Okay.
We finna get up on his word, Chad. It's a good one today.
Bro, he definitely sound like a disciple version of Polo G for sure. I wonder if bro from Chicago. All right, chat. Aries finna start Bible study. So y'all know we gotta start Bible study, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and dial in. Let's go ahead and lock in, man. Hold on. I don't even know what chapter we got. Bro, I'm overwhelmed. Like, I'm a little overwhelmed, chat, cause like, how is all of this stuff lining up with stuff that I be saying, bro? And I'm just a little nigga, you feel me? In the crib, vlogging every day. And I'm saying the same stuff Lord Pretty Flacco Jordy II saying. What is going on, bro? And then it's almost like this nigga Slick just tried to tell me, like, yo, go listen to the Baby album, bro. Like, nigga, what? Why is you mentioning the Baby, bro? After I just said the Baby, nigga. Anyway, I can't listen to it right now. I can't listen to the Baby right now, though. I can't. Because it's just going to start a domino effect, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas probably already, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to say because I don't want nobody to be mad at me, like. But I'm knowing, bro, the fact that I did listen to A$AP Rocky album and the fact that I have heard every single Lil Uzi Vert song that came out, all them singles, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, that was like on the way, and then it's just like, nigga, A$AP Rocky album just kind of just popped up, like, you feel me? Like, it just popped up, chat. Like, it ain't like I was looking for it. It just popped up. I'm like, oh, no, like, come on, this nigga ain't, come on, bro. I know this nigga ain't dropped no album. I gotta hear him, I'm not. Yo, bro, shut your mouth. Be quiet. I'm like, bro, ain't no way this, come on, man. Like, how this nigga gonna just drop an album out of nowhere, nigga? Last time I heard from A$AP Rocky, that nigga say, man, don't be dumb, ain't never dropping. I'm just like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's good. That's actually good for me. You know what I'm saying? Then he dropped that. Come on, bro. So it's like, it wasn't like I planned on, yo, bro, shut your mouth. It wasn't like I planned on listening to A$AP Rocky album. You feel me? It just kind of happened. And then I listened to the album and the nigga was talking about G.
I'm gonna keep y'all up too late, man. I know it's late for y'all. My bad.
How did that just come back on? Shout out Aries though, man. It ain't that late, brother. It's only 12 o'clock. But what was I saying? Oh, I'm playing the A$AP Rocky album, and then this nigga started talking about Jesus Christ. You feel me? So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, dog. And then it's like, do this nigga know I'm watching his interviews or something? Cause how we saying the same stuff, bro? Why is me and A$AP Rocky sounding similar, bro? And I'm a nobody. You know what? My nigga Thrizzle told me the other day, like, bro, you're not a nobody. He told me I need to stop saying that. So shout out Thrizzle, man. Thrizzle told me I need to stop saying I'm a nobody. He definitely told me I need to stop saying that. But it's like, at the same time, I only be saying it to keep myself down to earth. Because it's like, as much as I may feel like I'm not a nobody, I have not made it to where I feel like I'm supposed to make it to yet. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's weird because even though I haven't quite made it to where I feel like I should be yet, it's almost like Jesus Christ got just like a ultra super like 10x flashlight on a nigga right now, bro. And if that's the case, I gotta give Jesus Christ all the credit. Because before I started giving Jesus Christ all the credit, chat, it was not like this, bro. It was a little bit like this, but like, I feel like Jesus Christ just amplified my whole situation, you know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and get this Bible verse out the way. Let's go ahead and get this out the way, chat, cause we gotta do Bible study too, man. You feel me? Areas locked in, we gotta lock in too, chat. What just happened to my screen? Hold on, y'all. All right. And then after we do our little section, I'm gonna probably cut numbers, Bible. Yo, bro, you sound like a Mitch, nigga. And stop freaking licking your. Get down. Cause y'all keep licking the freaking couch. And I'm sick of y'all licking the couch, bro. And y'all keep doing it. Nobody get on the couch. I better not see nobody touch the couch. I better not see nobody stand up on the couch. If you stand up on the couch, I'm gonna pop you in your lip. Like, it's no reason, bro. Why every time a nigga sit on the couch, it's a wet spot on the couch. Jesus Christ. Unpacked. Bro, it's just like, I ain't gonna lie, chat. This stuff is like weird. Like, it's weird, bro. It's weird. Like, have you ever been famous but not famous, bro? Like, that's the weirdest feeling in the world. Like, just something ain't right, bro. Something ain't right. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's too much stuff I'm doing that's like colliding with people that inspire me, bro. And I don't know how to take it. I don't know how to process it. Like, I'm processing it, but it's just like, what? A$AP Rocky just said what? Hold on, let me rewind that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Huh? Yo, bro. All right, let's get in the numbers, chat. And then
40 years.
And then after numbers, man, we gotta pray. After numbers, I'ma probably go back to Aries live, cause I know Aries gonna be still live by the time I get done. My little sermon only 20 minutes. You feel me? So after we get done, I'm gonna go tap back in with Aries, man, and then we're gonna pray. So,
welcome to our
shout out DJ Kid and the baby. I forgot to mention them. My live just like jumped off, but shout out DJ Kid and the baby, man. I forgot to mention them the other day. And shout out Michael Beasley and shout out Made in Tokyo. I forgot to mention them the other day. But let's go ahead and get in the numbers, chat.
journey through the book of Numbers. Have you ever wondered
Play it.
Welcome to our journey through the book of Numbers. Have you ever wondered why God kept the Israelites in the wilderness for 40 years? What lessons can we learn from their struggles and victories? Stay tuned as we dive into this fascinating story of faith, rebellion, and God's unshakable promises. The book of Numbers, the fourth book of the Bible, is traditionally attributed to Moses. It was likely written around 1440 to 1400 BC during Israel's wilderness journey. The name Numbers comes from the two censuses taken of the Israelites. But this book is much more than just counting people. It tells a story of God's guidance and faithfulness, even when his people failed to trust him. By the end of this video, you'll see how this ancient story is deeply relevant to your life today. So stick around, you won't want to miss it.
All right.
A detailed journey through the book of Numbers. Chapters 1 through 4, the first census and organization. The opening chapters of Numbers set the stage for the Israelites' journey. God instructed Moses to take a census of the men aged 20 and older who were eligible to serve in the army. The total came to over 600,000 men, not including women, children, and the Levites. This census was more than just an administrative task. It symbolized the nation's preparation for their divine mission to conquer the promised land. The Levites, exempt from military service, were given a sacred role, caring for the tabernacle and assisting the priests. Each clan of Levites, Kohathites, Gershonites, and Merarites, was assigned specific duties, from transporting the sacred objects to maintaining the tent and its coverings. This division of labor highlighted that every role, whether spiritual or practical, was vital in God's plan. The camp's organization further emphasized God's order. Each tribe had a designated spot around the tabernacle, which stood at the center of the camp. This arrangement symbolized that God was the heart of their community. The precision and care with which God organized his people revealed his nature as a God of order, purpose, and structure. Chapters 5 to 10, preparing to leave Sinai. As the Israelites prepared to leave Mount Sinai, God gave them additional instructions to maintain their holiness and unity. These chapters cover a variety of topics, including restitution for wrongdoing, purification rituals, and the Nazirite vow. Each law was designed to help the Israelites live in a way that reflected God's holiness. One unique instruction was the test for an unfaithful wife, which might seem strange to modern readers. However, this law was revolutionary for its time. It provided a fair and orderly way to resolve accusations of unfaithfulness, protecting women from unjust punishment based on mere suspicion. The second Passover celebration also took place during this time. For those who were unable to participate in the first Passover due to impurity or other reasons, God graciously allowed a second chance to commemorate his deliverance. This shows his desire for all his people to remember and celebrate his saving acts. As they prepared to depart, God instructed them to use silver trumpets for signaling the community. These trumpets served practical purposes, like calling the people to assemble or signaling the time to break camp, but they also reminded the Israelites of God's presence leading them. When the cloud lifted from the tabernacle, the people followed it. When it settled, they camped. This clear guidance demonstrated God's faithfulness and leadership. Chapters 11 to 12, complaints and challenges. The journey away from Sinai marked the beginning of a recurring pattern. The people complained and God responded. In chapter 11, the Israelites grumbled about their hardships and longed for the food they had in Egypt. They forgot the suffering of slavery and romanticized their past. Their complaints angered God, but he still provided for them, sending quail in abundance. However, their greed led to a plague, teaching them that craving worldly comforts over trusting God brings consequences. Even Moses struggled during this time. Feeling overwhelmed by the burden of leadership, he cried out to God for help. In response, God appointed 70 elders to share the load, showing that leadership in God's kingdom is a shared responsibility. In chapter 12, Moses faced criticism from his own family. Miriam and Aaron questioned his authority, but God defended Moses, affirming his unique role as the mediator between him and his people. Miriam's punishment of leprosy was a sobering reminder that speaking against God's chosen leader was a serious offense. Moses' intercession for her healing demonstrated his humility and compassion. Chapters 13 to 14, Spies and Rebellion. One of the most dramatic moments in Numbers is the story of the 12 spies. God instructed Moses to send one leader from each tribe to explore the promised land. After 40 days, the spies returned with a mixed report. They confirmed the land was rich and fertile, bringing back a massive cluster of grapes as proof. But 10 of the spies focused on the challenges, describing the inhabitants as giants and their cities as impenetrable fortresses. Only Caleb and Joshua trusted in God's promise, urging the people
Y'all heard that?
to take the land. They reminded the Israelites.
Did y'all hear that? Let me rewind it. Hold on. Listen now.
Impenetrable fortresses. Only Caleb and Joshua trusted in God's promise, urging the people to take the land.
Y'all see why I gotta follow Jesus Christ, man? Like, I know it's a lot of Caleb's out here, but like, me personally, I don't really take that lightly. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I ain't gonna go off in left field about that, but
reminded the Israelites that God had already proven his power and faithfulness. However, the people allowed fear to overwhelm them. They rebelled, accusing Moses and Aaron of leading them to their deaths and even discussing returning to Egypt. This rebellion revealed their lack of faith in God, despite all he had done for them. God's judgment was swift. He declared that the current generation, except for Caleb and Joshua, would not enter the promised land. Instead, they would wander in the wilderness for 40 years. Despite this punishment, God did not abandon his people. He continued to guide and provide for them, showing his mercy even in discipline. Chapters 15 to 19, Instructions and Consequences. Amid the Israelites' disobedience, God gave further instructions to shape them into a holy nation. These chapters include laws about offerings, the Sabbath, and purification. They emphasize the importance of obedience and reverence for God's commands. One of the most dramatic events in this section is Korah's rebellion. Korah, along with Dathan, Abiram, and 250 leaders, challenged Moses and Aaron's authority, accusing them of exalting themselves above the rest of the community. In response, God caused the ground to open and swallow the rebels, demonstrating his support for Moses and Aaron. To further confirm Aaron's role as high priest, God performed a miraculous sign. Aaron's staff, placed in the tabernacle, sprouted buds, blossoms, and almonds overnight. This miracle reassured the Israelites that Aaron was chosen by God to lead the priesthood. Chapters 20 to 21, Water, Serpents, and Battles. As the Israelites neared the end of their wilderness journey, new challenges arose. At Kadesh, they faced a familiar problem, a lack of water. Once again, the people complained, and God instructed Moses to speak to the rock to bring forth water. However, Moses, in his frustration, struck the rock twice instead of speaking to it. This act of disobedience cost Moses and Aaron dearly. God declared they would not enter the promised land. The Israelites also faced attacks.
so like, what they trying to say, bro? Moses was black? Is that what they trying to say? Or maybe they just trying to show all sides of it. Anyway, all right, let's keep going.
Enemies, including the Canaanite king of Arad. They called out to God, and he gave them victory.
Whoop them boys.
However, their grumbling returned, and God sent fiery serpents as punishment. Many died, but when the people repented, God provided a way for them to be healed. Moses crafted a bronze serpent and placed it on a pole. Anyone who looked at it in faith was healed, a powerful foreshadowing of salvation through Jesus. Chapters 22 to 24, Balaam and his donkey.
That boy
The story
Balaam
of Balaam is both fascinating and
whooped the crap out of that donkey.
unique. Balaam, a pagan prophet, was hired by Balak, the king of Moab, to curse Israel. However, God intervened, and Balaam was forced to bless Israel instead. Along the way, Balaam's donkey saw an angel of the Lord blocking their path and refused to move. When Balaam beat the donkey, God enabled the animal to speak, rebuking Balaam. 3 times Balaam attempted to curse Israel, but each time, God turned his words into blessings. Through this story, we see God's sovereignty over even the enemies of his people. One of Balaam's blessings even includes a prophecy of a future king, believed to point to the coming Messiah. Chapters 25 to 36, final preparations for the Promised Land. As the Israelites camped in the plains of Moab, they faced another test of faith. They were enticed by the Moabite women to worship Baal, a false god, leading to a severe plague. Phinehas, Aaron's grandson, demonstrated his zeal for God's honor by taking swift action to stop the sin, and God rewarded him with a covenant of peace. The second census, recorded in chapter 26, showed that despite the wilderness journey, God had preserved his people. The final chapters focus on preparations for entering the Promised Land, including laws about inheritance, leadership transitions, and the division of the land. Joshua was officially appointed as Moses' successor, ensuring the Israelites would have strong leadership. The cities of refuge, established to protect those who accidentally caused death, emphasized God's justice and mercy. Some key questions. 1. Why were the Israelites counted in the book of Numbers? The censuses in the book of Numbers served multiple purposes. The first census, detailed in chapter 1, was primarily for military organization. It
Bro,
counted all men 20
so the
years.
Israelites was Indian? It's a lot going on, bro. It's a lot going on. And, bro, I think this is how we all know we came from Adam and Eve, because it's showing all type of folk in these Bible unpacked stories, bro. Like, bro, black people, I'm pretty sure if LaDainian Tomlinson got a percentage of white people in him, I think I got a percentage of white people in me too. And every other black person and then white people might got a percentage of black in them. You feel me? We probably all got a percentage of a little bit of everything, bro. If we all came from Adam and Eve, bro, that means everybody got a little percentage of everybody. Even Africans. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
And older, who were able to fight, preparing the Israelites for the challenges they would face on their journey to the Promised Land. This was crucial because they were not just wandering aimlessly. They were heading into territories occupied by other nations and needed to be ready for battle. But the censuses also had spiritual significance. They reminded the Israelites of their identity as God's chosen people, bound by his covenant with Abraham. Each individual counted was part of a greater mission to fulfill God's promise of giving them the land of Canaan. Additionally, the counting emphasized God's faithfulness in growing the nation, as their numbers had multiplied greatly since their time in Egypt. The second census, found in chapter 26, was taken 40 years later after the first generation had died in the wilderness. This count prepared the new generation for life in the Promised Land, ensuring that the land would be divided fairly among the tribes. Together, these censuses highlight God's care and organization for his people. 2. What does the book of Numbers teach us about God? Numbers reveals several key aspects of God's character. his patience and mercy. Despite the Israelites' repeated complaints, rebellion, and lack of faith, God continued to provide for them. He gave them food, water, and guidance in the wilderness, even when they doubted him. His justice. God's holiness means he cannot tolerate sin. When the Israelites rebelled, God's judgment was swift, as seen in the punishments for Korah's rebellion and the fiery serpents. However, his judgments were always...
This is why I be scared to sin, chat. Cause it's like, the further you get in with Jesus Christ, bro, the more responsible he makes you. You feel me? So this is why I be scared to, like, even though we all know God forgives, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my consequences for disobeying Jesus Christ, bro, in a major way, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to feel it more than somebody that ain't as close to Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more of a situation like, nigga, you know better, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, like, as minuscule as some sins may seem, bro, I be petrified to sin these days, dog. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And I'm not scared to admit it either. I'm talking about terrified. Like, that's why I'm scared to play the Baby album right now. I'm not gonna say I'm scared, but it's just like I just know I shouldn't play it, bro. That's literally my hardest thing. And it's like, for the most part, I do good. You know what I'm saying? But like, you feel me? I don't know, man. I'm gonna try not to listen to it. I'm gonna try not to. I don't even want to talk about it. Cause God already know what I'm about to do. You know what I'm saying? I didn't listen to it today. I didn't listen to the Baby album today. So, you just put it. I heard that, nigga. I didn't listen to it today, though, chat. I'll say that. You stink, bro. And I don't plan on listening to it tomorrow. Let's keep going.
At correcting and teaching his people. His faithfulness. Even when the Israelites broke their covenant, God remained faithful to his promises. He continued to lead them toward the promised land, ensuring that his covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob would be fulfilled. His sovereignty. The story of Balaam is a powerful example of God's control over all things. Even a pagan prophet was unable to curse Israel because God's will prevailed. This shows that no force can thwart God's plans. Ultimately, Numbers teaches us that God is both just and merciful. He disciplines his people when they stray, but always provides a path back to him. 3. Why did the Israelites wander in the wilderness for 40 years? The 40 years of wandering was a direct result of the Israelites' lack of faith and rebellion. In chapters 13 and 14, when the 12 spies returned from exploring the promised land, 10 of them spread fear among the people, claiming that they could never defeat the land's inhabitants. Only Caleb and Joshua trusted in God's promise and encouraged the people to move forward. The majority of the Israelites sided with the 10 spies, rebelling against Moses and expressing a desire to return to Egypt. This rebellion showed a lack of trust in God's power and plan. In response, God decreed that the current generation, except for Caleb and Joshua, would not enter the promised land. Instead, they would wander in the wilderness for 40 years, 1 year for each day the spies had spent scouting the land. The wandering served as both punishment and preparation. During this time, a new generation arose, one that had not experienced slavery in Egypt and was more likely to trust in God's guidance. The 40 years were also a period of spiritual growth, where God continued to teach and shape his people. preparing them for the responsibilities of living in the promised land. 4. How does the book of Numbers relate to Jesus and the New Testament? The book of Numbers contains several foreshadowings of Jesus and his work of salvation. The bronze serpent, Numbers 21. When fiery serpents bit the Israelites, God provided a way for them to be healed by instructing Moses to make a bronze serpent and lift it on a pole. Anyone who looked at the bronze serpent in faith was healed. This event is a powerful symbol of Jesus' crucifixion, as referenced in John 3:14-15. Just as the Israelites were saved by looking at the bronze serpent, we are saved by looking to Jesus in faith. God's provision. In the wilderness, God provided manna to sustain the Israelites, which foreshadows Jesus as the bread of life. John 6:31-35. Jesus fulfills this idea by providing spiritual nourishment and eternal life to those who believe in him. Leadership of Joshua. Joshua, who succeeded Moses and led the Israelites into the promised land, is a type of Christ. The name Joshua in Hebrew is the same as Jesus in Greek, meaning the Lord is salvation. As Joshua led the Israelites to earthly rest, Jesus leads believers to eternal rest. The sacrifices and laws. The laws and sacrifices in Numbers point to the need for a mediator between God and his people. Jesus fulfills this role as the ultimate sacrifice, bringing complete forgiveness for sin. In these ways, Numbers connects to the broader story of redemption, showing how God's plan through Israel ultimately points to Jesus. 5. What lessons can we learn from the book of Numbers today? The book of Numbers is rich in lessons that are still relevant to us today. Trust in God's promises. Like the Israelites, we are often tempted to doubt God when faced with challenges. Numbers reminds us that God is faithful and trustworthy, even when circumstances seem overwhelming. The danger of complaining. The Israelites frequently grumbled against God, which led to serious consequences. Their story reminds us to focus on gratitude and trust rather than complaints, even in difficult times. God's discipline is for our growth. The 40 years of wandering were not just punishment, but also a time for the Israelites to grow in faith and reliance on God. Similarly, the challenges we face can serve as opportunities for spiritual growth. God's presence in every season. The cloud over the tabernacle symbolized God's constant presence with his people. Today, we have the Holy Spirit as our guide and comforter, assuring us that God is always with us. Faith in action. Caleb and Joshua's courage to trust God's promises is a powerful example for us. Even when others doubt, we are called to step out in faith and trust God's plan. These lessons encourage us to remain faithful and focused on God, knowing that he is working for our good. 6. Why is the book of Numbers important in the Bible? The book of Numbers plays a vital role in the Bible's larger narrative. It serves as a bridge between Israel's deliverance from Egypt and their arrival in the Promised Land. Without Numbers, we wouldn't fully understand the challenges the Israelites faced or how God prepared them for the land he had promised. Numbers also emphasizes the importance of obedience and trust in God. The repeated cycles of rebellion and restoration highlight human weakness and God's grace. This pattern is central to understanding the rest of the Bible, as it points to humanity's need for a Savior. Furthermore, Numbers provides practical insights into how God wants his people to live. The laws and instructions remind us that worship, community, and justice are important aspects of a life that honors God. By studying Numbers, we gain a deeper understanding of God's character, his plans, and how we can align our lives with his will. To summarize, the book of Numbers paints a vivid picture of God's faithfulness, discipline, and mercy. It shows how he led, corrected, and prepared his people for their future, even when they failed to trust him. Through their journey, we see a reflection of our own struggles and God's unchanging love. So, What has the story of Numbers taught you? How does this journey of faith relate to your life? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found something meaningful today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
This is why I gotta obey God ultimately, chat. You know what I'm saying? Me and Joshua the only niggas that got into the promised land. And this nigga Rex keep on pooting on my couch. Chat. Follow Jesus Christ, man. So basically, a wrap up from Genesis to Numbers right now. Everything is just about laying the law down, showing everybody who God is, and showing us why we should stay obedient and follow him. You know what I'm saying? And trust his word and his laws, and don't sway away from him. You know what I'm saying? We got the next Bible breakdown tomorrow. All right, chat. I love y'all niggas, man. I know y'all love me back. You ain't gotta say it. You know what I'm saying?
The demons, right? And we do not want that.
We finna tap back in with Arius, man.
Right? Our Holy Spirit needs to be locked in.
And say our prayers real quick.
Locked in, locked and loaded, ready to fight. You can't be soul tied with these demons. That's why I say you have to be careful with who you're sleeping with, because every time you sleep with another person, that soul is now intertwined with yours. That's why he says that your body are not members, right? Your bodies are members of Christ.
You ain't lying,
And
Arius.
we shall not be taking our bodies and giving them up to...
Chat, y'all have a good day, man. I love y'all niggas, man. I'ma see y'all tomorrow.